My name is Tim Eyman, born and raised Yakima, but now live in Kirkland and kind of the $30 tabs guy. So 29 years of initiative activism, and 3 times the voters have passed initiatives that said we want just a flat rate $30 for any vehicle, and any tax or fee above $30 is illegal. Yet 3 times we have had a corrupt state Supreme Court say voters were confused.
Representative Mr. Eyman, we do not try to characterize other elected officials in this room. So refrain from doing that.
Not a representative, but I appreciate the upgrade that you just gave me. Rather than following the Steve Miller song, "Take the Money and Run," you've turned around and now we're going higher. In 2019, in the voters pamphlet, it said that state and local governments would lose $4.2 billion if the initiative passed. It passed. The Supreme Court overturned that, and therefore you all got $4.2 billion more money. Rather than keeping that money, being satisfied with it, we dodged a bullet. You're pushing bills like this one. You're pushing bills where you're jailing people for over. Everybody else went over time.
Eyman, you're out of time.
May I please allow me to have equal time?
You went past the minute I granted you more time.
Possible to take questions, sir?
Yes, it is possible to take questions.
One question.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Chair Pai, and thank you, Mr. Eyman, for your testimony. So as a new legislator, just for clarification and background, can you talk to me about what you see as corrupt?
I appreciate that. The last initiative that we did was upheld by a King County judge appointed by Jay Inslee. Judge Marshall saw no problem with the single subject of lowering car tabs. He said that getting rid of bonds and reducing car tabs were related to one another because you can't get rid of the tax unless you retire the bonds. He found it and upheld it, made sense. It then went to the state Supreme Court. State Supreme Court acknowledged the fact that retiring bonds is related to reducing car tabs, yet they said, after acknowledging it, those are 2 separate subjects and we're going to strike it down. The courts are required, if there's any ambiguity, to uphold the measure. The King County judge showed that you could read the initiative as single subject, and therefore it gave him a roadmap of exactly how to uphold the initiative. Yet all 9 justices said voters were confused because reducing bonds has nothing to do with reducing taxes, which it clearly did. One final point, Mr. Chair, very, very important. In 2002, the second initiative that we did, it ended up saying local governments, you can't raise car tabs at all. We don't want any whatsoever. The Supreme Court said when it comes to Sound Transit, you are not going to be able to get those taxes gotten rid of because your initiative didn't require the retirement of bonds. So we did exactly what they told us to do. And the third initiative, the one in 2019, said,
I think I've been generous.
My only point I'm making is we did it. Very good, sir.
I've been generous with you, and you've been off the subject of this bill. I appreciate your attendance here, but as I just would note, our system provides people to be able to go to higher levels of court and review judicial decisions. That happens at the federal level. That happens at the state level. And the final level for any decision involving state law is the state Supreme Court, and they've made a decision on this. So let's move on.
May I quickly say, Governor Gary Locke.
No.
Gary Locke was the final word. He ended up actually